Nice to meet you guys on my channel. I would love to know which country you are from. In the journey of rose propagation, every long-time gardener will accumulate their own secrets. And today, I want to share a method that is simple but surprisingly effective. Few people think that this method can create such a strong rooting environment. First, you have to choose the right rose branch. I always prioritize choosing healthy branches, free of pathogens, of moderate age, meaning the stem is a bit stiff but still retains elasticity. After choosing a satisfactory branch, I carefully remove all leaves and thorns to limit water loss during the new transplanting stage. The branch is cut to about 20 centimeters. This is the ideal length for the plant to focus its nutrients on forming callus and new shoots. At this point, the garlic will act as a protective armor. Each clove of garlic contains a high content of allicin, a natural antifungal and antibacterial compound, which is very effective in preventing root rot. I choose a large clove of garlic, peel it off and cut off one end to expose the flesh inside. Using a knife, I make a small hole in the middle of the garlic clove, and before inserting the branch into it, I gently rub the garlic clove all over the branch, especially the cuts, like disinfecting a wound. Then, I insert the base of the rose branch into the hole in the middle of the garlic clove and leave it for 15 minutes. This is how the nutrients penetrate directly into the callus. But that is not enough. To create an additional layer of liquid nutrients, I prepared 3 more cloves of garlic, peeled them, chopped them. And put them in a clean glass cup with 300 milliliters of water. Stir well to dissolve the active ingredients from the garlic into the water. Then dip the entire flower stem in it and soak for another 15 minutes. For the fixed substrate, I used a piece of foam and a clean plastic bottle. The foam was cut to fit the mouth of the bottle. After removing the flower stem from the garlic solution, I gently pierced the base through the middle of the foam to fix it. The next step is to create the nutrient solution. Beer contains a small amount of malt sugar and B vitamins, which help stimulate the plant tissue to work harder. I took about 50 milliliters of beer, no need for expensive ones, just regular beer. I poured that amount of beer back into the cup containing the remaining garlic solution, creating a garlic beer mixture. Then, I filled the plastic bottle with this mixture. Then covered it with a piece of foam and the flower stem so that the base was submerged in the solution. To maintain absolute humidity, I used a transparent plastic bag to cover the entire mouth of the bottle. This helps create a mini greenhouse effect, keeping the air in the bottle moist, preventing the branch from losing water in the first days. The location should be cool, with gentle light but avoid direct sunlight. About 10 days later, when you open the plastic bag, you will see an extremely exciting scene. Green new shoots pop up from the dormant buds on the stem. The stem is thick and sturdy. If you check the base, you will see new white roots growing densely, large and strong, spreading evenly around the base. At this stage, you can move the plant to a larger pot with a loose substrate such as coconut fiber or river sand mixed with humus. From a part of the stem that seemed to have stopped living, it has now become a new individual full of vitality. Watching the first white roots appear always feels like I'm witnessing a bud of hope. And it's great that it starts with just a few cloves of garlic, some beer, and a little patience. Thanks for watching. Wishing you good health and success.